All right. So, this is our annual reorg meeting where we set the appointment salaries and everything for the entire year. So I'm going to go down through them. A lot of them require motion, seconds, and votes. Town supervisor's appointments for 2024. Deputy supervisor, Alan Schock. Budget officer, Gary Spears. Bookkeeper clerk to the supervisor, full-time employment, Daniel L. Glenn. Assessor, full-time, Deborah Delizio. Historian, Michael Warden. Emergency Management Director, Jack Flynn. Emergency Management Deputy Director, Joyce Sorelli. Need an okay on my appointments, Glenn?
No.
No.
Thanks. 2024 liaisons. This is where the town board gets involved with many different areas in the town. Each council person would have hopefully the avenue of their expertise or some background. So, the 2024 liaisons are Arthur Trovey to the Recreation Committee, the Board of Assessment Review, the courts, the Veterans Committee, and the Community Development Task Force. Kenneth Smith, liaison to the City of Port Jervis, the Fire Department, the Ambulance Corps, the Senior Clubs, and the Senior Shuttle. Alan Schock to the Planning Board, the ZBA, the Ethics Committee, the Historian, and the Museum. Krista Hoover for the Upper Delaware Council, the Upper Delaware Scenic Byway, the School District, the Cable Commission, and the DCO, which is the Dog Control Officer. Gary Spears, the Police Department, the Highway Department, the Assessor, Tax Collector, Building Maintenance, Town Clerk, and Emergency Management. Need a motion for the 2024 liaisons.
Motion.
Motion by Art, second.
Second.
Second by Al. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes 4-0. Salaries for elected officials. Supervisor, $55,000, $1,057.69 per week. Salary paid weekly. Town clerk, Santini, $55,000, $1,057.69 per week. Salary paid weekly. Highway superintendent, $72,000, $1,384.62 per week. Salary paid weekly. Councilmen, 4 of them, $12,000 each, $1,000 per month each. Salary paid monthly. Town justices, 2, a total of $54,000, $27,000 each, $2,250 per month each. Salary paid monthly. I'll entertain a motion to accept the salaries for elected officials.
Motion.
Motion by Art,
Second.
second by Al. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes 4-0. Salaries and stipends for appointed officials. The assessor, up to $79,913.60 for working 35 to 40 hours, 40 hours max weekly at $38.42 hourly, full-time, and is to be paid weekly. Town attorney for his services, up to $60,000 yearly, and he will be paid monthly. Town engineer, up to $30,000 per year, as needed per abstract. Town accountant, up to $40,000, as needed, paid monthly. Budget officers, $24,000, $2,000 per month, paid monthly. Highway deputy superintendent, $12,000, $1,200 per month, paid monthly. Parks maintenance superintendent, $20,000, $1,166.67 per month, paid monthly. Deputy supervisor, $10,000, $833.33 per month, paid monthly. Registrar of Vital Statistics, $5,500. It's $105.77 per week, paid weekly. Records Management Officer, $5,500, $105.77 per week, paid weekly. Senior Council Coordinator, $6,500, $125 per week, paid weekly. Tax Collector, $9,000, $173.08 per week, paid weekly. Court Stenographer, if needed, $125 for the first hour, $25 per additional hour, plus $1.75 per page as needed. Entertain a motion to accept salaries and stipends for appointed officials.
Motion.
Motion by Al, second.
Second.
Art, any discussion?
Just for clarity, you
Yep.
have budget officers? Is it more than one? Or-
No.
Okay,
It's a
So it should
typo,
be-
it would be one.
great, just want to make sure.
Yeah, good question,
Okay.
good catch. Any other questions? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion passes 4-0. Salaries for town employees. Bookkeeper, clerk to the supervisor, full-time Lynn, $1,111.19 weekly for 40 hours per week, up to $57,782 per year. Building and grounds custodian, part-time, Tunny, $20 an hour for 1,040 hours per year, up to $20,800 a year to be paid weekly. Grounds and water testing, part-time, Oshesky, $20.30 hourly, per diem as needed, up to $1,200 a year to be paid as he works. Chief, this would be Chief of Police, full-time, Richard Stinder, $40.60 hourly for 40 hours per week, up to $84,448 a year to be paid weekly. Deputy Tax Collector, part-time, Danielle Oswick, $18.50 hourly, up to $7,000 yearly to be paid weekly as works. Dog Control Officer, part-time, George DeBolt, $18 hourly, up to 450 hours, or $8,500 a year to be paid as needed monthly. Clerk in the Assessor's Office, part-time, Melanie Baker, $20.76 hourly, up to 32 hours per week, up to $34,500 a year to be paid weekly. Deputy Town Clerk 1, part-time, Danielle Oswick, $18.50 hourly for 24 hours per week, up to $23,000 a year to be paid weekly. Clerk's Office Clerk, part-time, Grace Ellsworth, $18.50 hourly for 24 hours per week, up to $23,000 a year to be paid weekly. Highway Clerk, part-time, Amy Keene, $17 hourly for 30 hours per week, up to $26,520 a year to be paid weekly. Court Officer, part-time, Lou Taliento, $20.37 hourly to work as needed, up to $6,000 a year to be paid monthly. Security Town Hall, part-time, Lou Taliento, $20.37 hourly to work as needed, up to $17,800 a year to be paid monthly. Court Clerk Judge Warden, part-time, Kristen Trovey, $18.50 hourly to work as needed, up to $18,278 a year to be paid monthly. Court Clerk Judge Egan, part-time, Suzanne Scales, $20.55 hourly to work as needed, up to $20,278 a year to be paid weekly. ZBA Clerk, which is the Zoning Board of Appeals, Amanda Gore, $20.30 hourly, per diem as needed, up to $8,000 a year to be paid weekly. Board of Assessment Review Clerk, again Amanda Gore, $20.30 hourly, per diem as needed, up to $500 a year to be paid weekly. Emergency Management Clerk Sorelli, $20.66 per diem as needed to be paid monthly and up to $250 per year. Clerk to Judge Warden Sachs, $17.50 hourly per diem as needed to be paid monthly up to $17,290 per year. Floating Clerk Joyce Sorelli, $20.66 hourly per diem as needed to be paid weekly as works up to $14,000. Police Records Clerk S. Torres, $18 hourly for 20 hours per week, up to $18,038 a year to be paid weekly. I'll entertain a motion to accept the salaries for town employees.
So moved.
Motion by Krista, second.
Second.
Second by Al. Any discussion or questions?
Just, what is Judge Warden get to first?
Great question. Judge Egan has the opportunity for a second clerk, but as of right now, his workload he has not requested it.
Thank you.
All our hourly employees clock in, or how do we?
Yes.
They all
Yeah,
here?
yeah, they all clock in.
Okay.
Now, just to clarify, like if you have a ZBA clerk or a planning board clerk or BAR clerk, they would go off the minutes and get paid for the length of the meeting.
Right, okay.
And then whatever else they had to do for minutes and stuff like that.
Sure, in addition.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, good question.
Thank you, Gary.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion passes 4-0. Set salaries for the police department. This is somewhat of a formality, but we have to do it. The salaries are set each year by the police department, the PBA contract. So this is to set salaries for the police department as per their current contract. Motion by Al, second.
Second.
Second by Art was the winner. By a hair.
By a nose.
Yeah. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes 4-0. Same thing for the highway department. Set salaries for the highway department according to the highway department current contract. Motion.
So moved.
Krista, second.
Second.
Second by Al. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes 4-0. Stipends for municipal boards, chairman, and members. The position of planning board, ZBA, and BAR chairman will receive $80 per meeting as attended, paid quarterly. Planning board, ZBA, BAR members, $60 per meeting as attended, paid quarterly. Planning board, ZBA alternates, no payment unless voting at the meeting, $60 per meeting if voting, paid as attended and quarterly. Accept stipends for municipal boards, chairman, and members. I'll entertain a motion.
Motion.
Motion by Art.
Second.
Second by Krista, by nose. Questions?
Yeah. So if the alternates show up and sit there for 3 hours with no voting,
Yeah, they don't get paid.
wow. Okay.
Well, you're our liaison, do many of them come?
No.
Planning and ZBA don't have alternates currently.
Okay, we had in the past.
True.
Okay, but we
We still
don't.
have one for planning, but he never comes, and we never call him, or we never use him.
No, I don't think that we have them.
We didn't have it?
There's no alternates now.
Okay, which brings up a good question, maybe we
Wow.
should advertise for some alternates.
I mean, Amanda, I would say, because Amanda happens to be the clerk for all those boards, she
Right.
generally knows who's gonna be there and who isn't.
Right,
She tries to reach out to each of the members before the meeting and confirm their attendance.
right,
So I think if there was an alternate and if they were needed, I think Amanda would notify them.
yeah, I'm sure she would, okay.
Right now, there are no alternates, so
There are
it's-
none.
it's kind of a
All right.
non-issue.
Well,
I can tell, but I'll also tell the town board, I think that there have been perhaps 2 occasions in the last year or so, 2 years, where there's been, like, where there's been a meeting and we haven't been able to conduct any business because there's no quorum.
That's the
It
case.
happens very infrequently.
We should maybe look for an alternate or two. And it's good training too, if they do come to see what's going on.
Agreed.
Okay, all right. Not a question on what we're voting on, but very good comment, which I will address the chairman of those committees and see how they feel.
You know, maybe in line with what you're saying too, Al, that we could, or an alternate, maybe we could pay him $20, pay for their gas to come back.
Yeah,
to the
that's
meeting,
a little, I don't know.
Okay,
just to get them trained, you know?
all right, well, what we would have to do at that point is we had alternates on board, we would have to create a resolution to
Right.
pay them once they're on board.
Yeah, just thoughts of, as long as we're discussing it, maybe.
Right.
Because I get where you're coming, today's world is.
Generally, there's always voting.
Yeah.
Generally, there's always voting in a meeting.
Plus it's a pre-app or whatever.
Yeah, unless, the other night we had 3 pre-apps, but I mean, that was really odd. It was odd.
Okay.
All right, very good. I'm gonna go back to the motion in the second to accept the stipends for municipal boards, chairman and members. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes 4-0. Reappoint Haler, Fryer and Kuhn Incorporated as the town insurance agent for the town of Deerpark for 2024.
Motion.
Motion by Art, second by Al. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes 4-0. Dave, we're 2 pages through 108 pages. Reappoint Robert W. Schultz, CPA and Associates as the town accountant. Motion? Motion by Krista, second.
Second.
Second by Al. Any discussion? No, just add that they do a wonderful job for the town. Very pleased with their work. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes 4-0. Motion to accept department head of appointment of part-time deputy town clerk. This would be to accept department head appointment of Danielle Oswick as the part-time deputy clerk for 2024.
Motion.
Motion by Al, second.
Second.
Second by Krista. Discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes 4-0. Motion to accept department head appointment of clerk, to accept the department head appointment of Grace Ellsworth as part-time clerk for 2024 for the town clerk's office.
Motion.
Motion by Art, second.
Second.
Krista. Discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes 4-0. Motion to accept reappointment of registrar. And this is a motion to accept appointment of Florence Santini as a registrar for 2024.
Motion.
Motion by Art, second.
Second.
Second by Al. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes 4-0. Motion to accept reappointment of deputy registrar. Motion to accept appointment of Danielle Oswick as deputy registrar for 2024.
Motion.
Motion by Krista. Second. Is that you, Al?
Yes, sir.
Thanks. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes 4-0. Motion to accept reappointment of records management. This is to accept the appointment of Florence Santini as record management for 2024. Motion?
Motion.
Motion by Art, second.
Second.
Motion by Al. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes 4-0. Motions to accept town board reappointment of tax collector. Town board, appointment of Florence Santini as tax collector for 2024.
Motion.
Motion by Al, second.
Second.
Second by Krista. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes 4-0. Motion to accept department head appointment of deputy tax collector. Department head appointment of Danielle Oswick as deputy tax collector for 2024.
Motion.
By Art, second.
Second.
Al, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes 4-0. Motion to accept department head reappointment of deputy superintendent of highways. This is to Department Head Ed Houston's reappointment of Raymond H. Shrilly as Deputy Superintendent of Highways for 2024.
Motion.
Motion by Art, second.
Second.
Second by Krista. All in favor?
Aye.
I'm gonna abstain.
Yes,
So
sir.
motion Passes 3-0 with one abstention. I'm abstaining for the reason as he's related to me. Motion to reappoint Parks Maintenance Superintendent. I believe we're gonna leave that open till spring, so I'm gonna skip over that one. Motion to reappoint Senior Council Coordinator Florence Santini as Senior Council Town Coordinator for 2024.
Motion.
Motion by Art, second.
Second.
Second by Kristen. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes.
Supervisor Sweet, make a motion to leave that open?
Yeah, let's do that. Motion to reappoint Parks Maintenance Supervisor. Actually, that job really starts in the spring. So I entertain a motion, first and a second for discussion, and then we will, let's go into discussion first, and then, is that you? Just-
Actually, you need to have a motion to have discussion.
Yeah.
So I would recommend to the board that you entertain a motion to defer appointment of a Parks Maintenance Superintendent for 2024 until some meeting in the future. You don't have to identify which meeting.
Okay.
And then you can discuss that and then entertain a vote.
I'll make that motion.
Thank you.
Second.
By Krista, seconded by Al. Thank you, Glenn, for your input. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion passes 4-0. Motion to accept department head reappointment of part-time clerk in the assessor's office. This is the department head appointment of Melanie Baker as part-time clerk in the assessor's office for 2024. Motion?
Motion.
Krista, second.
Second.
Al, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Motion to reappoint part-time building inspector code enforcement officer to reappoint Alfred A. Fusco III of Fusco Engineering and Land Surveying, PC, as part-time building inspector code enforcement officer for the town of Deerpark for 2024 as per the contract.
Motion.
Motion by Al, second.
Second.
Second by Art. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes 4-0. 107. Motion to reappoint part-time assistant building inspector code enforcement officer Alfred A. Fusco Jr. of Fusco Engineering and Land Surveying, PC, as part-time assistant building inspector code enforcement officer for the town of Deerpark for 2024 as per contract.
Motion.
Motion by Art, second.
Second.
Al, all in favor?
Aye.
Passes 4-0. Motion to appoint part-time assistant building inspector code enforcement officer to reimport James Hanson of Fusco Engineering and Land Surveying, PC, as part-time assistant building inspector code enforcement officer for the town of Deerpark for 2024 as per contract. Motion.
Motion.
Motion by Al, second.
Second.
Art, well, by surprise there. Discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Do I get 4 ayes there?
Yeah. Aye, I'm sorry.
Getting deaf. Motion to appoint part-time assistant building inspector code enforcement officer to reappoint Donald Rote of Fusco Engineering and Land Surveying, PC, as part-time assistant building inspector code enforcement officer for the town of Deerpark for 2024 as per the contract.
Motion.
Motion by Al, second.
Second.
Second by Art. All in favor?
Question?
Yep, sure. Yep, thanks. Discussion?
You gotta jump in there. So we've got 4 folks that are all part-time?
We have 4 part-timers that are all certified building inspectors. We added Donald Rote this year because James Hanson is getting up around my age, and he goes south for January, February, and March. He's being replaced by Donald Rote. Fusco Engineering. We always have backups of either Al Fusco Jr., which is the dad, and Al Fusco III to fill in whenever needed. Good question, thank you. Going back to Donald Rope, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion passes 4-0. Motion to reappoint part-time court clerk to Judge Egan. This is to reappoint Suzanne Scales as part-time court clerk to Judge Egan. Motion.
Motion.
Motion by Krista, second. Al, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes 4-0. Motion to reappoint part-time court clerk to Judge Warden. Reappoint Kristen Trovey as part-time court clerk to Judge Warden. Motion.
Motion.
Motion by Al, second.
Second.
Second by Krista. All in favor?
Do I have to abstain? I'm
Yes,
gonna
sir.
abstain on that one.
All right. Motion is passed 3-0, ayes, and 1 abstention. All right, motion to reappoint part-time clerk to Judge Warden, to reappoint Suzanne Sachs as a part-time clerk to Judge Warden. Motion by Al, second.
Second.
Krista. Discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes 4-0. Motion to appoint part-time court attendant for Judge Warden and Judge Egan. This is to reappoint Louis Taliento as a part-time court attendant for Judge Warden and Judge Egan for 2024. Motion by Krista,
Second.
second by Al. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes 4-0. Motion to reappoint part-time groundskeeper, building maintenance, and water tester for 2024. This is to reappoint Stanley Oshesky as groundskeeper, maintenance, and water tester for 2024.
Motion.
Motion by Art, second.
Second.
Krista. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes 4-0. Motion to reappoint part-time groundskeeper, building maintenance for 2024. Is to reappoint John Tunney as groundskeeper, building maintenance for 2024.
Motion.
Motion by Al, second. Second by Krista. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes 4-0. Motion to reappoint part-time dog control officer is to appoint George DeBolt as part-time dog control officer for the town of Deerpark for 2024. Motion by Al.
Second.
Second by Krista. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes 4-0. Motion to reappoint emergency management director, to reappoint John Flynn as emergency management director for the town of Deerpark for 2024.
Motion.
Motion by Krista, second by.
Second, yeah.
By Art, thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Motion to approve stipend for John Flynn as EOC director for 2024. It's to approve the stipend of $2,000 for John Flynn for the EOC director for 2024.
Motion.
By Art, second.
Second.
Krista. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes 4-0. Motion to reappoint emergency management part-time clerk, to reappoint Joyce Sorelli as emergency management part-time clerk for 2024. Motion.
Motion.
Motion by Krista, second.
Second.
Second by Art. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes 4-0. Motion to reappoint part-time clerk to the planning board and zoning board of appeals and board of assessment review. To reappoint Amanda Gore as part-time clerk to the planning board, zoning board of appeals and board of assessment review for 2024.
Motion.
Motion by, it's a tie. Krista, Artie, you second that?
Yep, second that. Yep.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes 4-0. Motion to reappoint part-time highway department clerk. It's to reappoint Amy Keene as a part-time highway clerk for 2024. Motion?
Motion.
Motion by Al, second.
Second?
Second by Art. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes 4-0. Motion to reappoint representatives for the Upper Delaware Scenic Byway Committee. It's to reappoint William Dutko and Virginia Dutko as representatives for the Upper Delaware Scenic Byway Committee for 2024.
Motion.
Motion by Al, second. Krista. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes 4-0. Motion to appoint voting delegate and alternate voting delegate for the Upper Delaware Council. It's to reappoint Virginia Dutko as the voting delegate and William Dutko as alternate for the Upper Delaware Council for 2020.
Motion.
Motion by Art, second.
Second.
Krista. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes 4-0. Motion to approve stipend for Virginia Dutko as the Upper Delaware Council representative for 2024. Is to approve the stipend of $1,200 for Virginia Dutko as voting delegate for the Upper Delaware Council for 2024. Motion.
Motion.
Motion by Al, second.
Second.
Krista. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes 4-0. Motion to reappoint Noel Mausberg, webmaster, for the official website of the town of Deerpark. It's to reappoint Noel Mausberg as webmaster for the official website for the town of Deerpark for 2024. Motion by Al, second.
Second.
Art, watch you napping.
Yep, Gabby.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion to reappoint planning board member, reappoint Teresa Santiago as member of the planning board for a term to end, but it also has a beginning, so the term of beginning 1/1/2024, which is this year, and it would run through 12/31 of 2028.
So moved.
Motion by
Motion.
Krista. Second. Art?
Second, yep.
By Art. God, she's wonderful. She's been here a
Oh,
long time.
she's been serving for a long time.
Yeah. All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion passes 4-0. Motion to reappoint planning board chairman is to reappoint Robert Victoretti Sr. as chairman of the planning board for 2024.
Motion.
Motion by Al, second.
Second.
Second by Art. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes 4-0. Motion to reappoint planning board vice chairman. This is to reappoint Craig Wagner as vice chairman of the planning board for 2024. Motion?
Motion.
Motion by Krista. Second?
Second.
Second by Art. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes 4-0. Motion to reappoint zoning board of appeals member is to reappoint Tanner Sexton as member of the zoning board of appeals for a term beginning 1/1/2024 and ending 12/31/2028. Motion. Motion by Al, second.
Second.
Second by Art. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes 4-0. Motion to reappoint zoning board of appeals chairman. This is to reappoint Cheryl Green as chairman of the zoning board of appeals for 2024. Motion.
Motion.
Motion by Al, second.
Second.
Second by Krista. You put the heater turned off? That's why. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes 4-0. Motion to reappoint zoning board of appeals vice chairman is to reappoint Robert Zeller as vice chairman of the zoning board of appeals for 2024. Motion, Al, is that you? Thank you. Second?
Second.
Second by Art. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes 4-0. Motion to appoint recreation committee chairman is to appoint Thomas Fagione as chairman of the recreation committee for 2024. Motion?
So moved.
Motion by Krista. Second?
Second.
Second by Art. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion 4-0. Just as a point of interest, we have secured the $1 million commitment from Orange County
Good job,
for for Space Park improvements this year, and I wanna thank Tom Fagione, our legislator and chairman, for doing a lot of legwork for that.
Yeah, that was great.
Motion to reappoint Veterans Board Chairman. This is to reappoint Floyd Babcock as Chairman of the Veterans Board for 2024.
So moved.
Motion by Krista, second.
Second.
Art. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes 4-0. Another note, Flo and I went to the Wreaths Across America ceremony at the Veterans Memorial in Sparrow Bush just a few weeks ago, and when they did a bang-up ceremony. Really great job and a great memorial they built. Okay, motion to reappoint members of the Community Development Task Force. Motion to reappoint the following individuals to the Community Development Task Force for 2024. Gary Spears, Alan Schock, Arthur Trovey, Kenneth Smith, Krista Hubler. Motion.
Motion.
Motion by Al, second.
Second.
Second by Art. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes 4-0.
You said no abstain from that, huh?
Yeah, I guess. For a
I was
committee.
wondering how we were making a motion on it in the first place, but.
Motion to reappoint Recreation Committee members, Gary Spears, Florence Santini, Thomas Fagione, Arthur Trovey, Ray Sorelli, John Fuller, Charlotte Van Horn, and Richard Stinder. Motion.
Motion.
Motion by Al, second.
Second.
Second by Krista. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes 4-0. Motion to appoint and reappoint Ethics Committee members, and as you can see on the board, we're in need of them, so we have one reappointment. This motion will be to reappoint the following individuals to the Ethics Committee for 2024. Linda Otto, motion.
Motion.
Motion by Al, second.
Second.
Second by Art.
Do we need to wait since we're adding other people?
Now we can add them as they
Okay.
come in.
Terrific.
Yep. This is just her reappointment.
Great.
Great question. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion 4-0. If you weren't here earlier, we have received 2 applications for the Police Committee and 2 applications for the Ethics Committee. So things are looking up in 2024 already.
That's good.
Motion to reappoint Museum Committee members. This is to reappoint the following individuals to the Museum Committee for 2024. And by the way, they meet the first Tuesday of the month at 12 p.m. at the schoolhouse. The individuals are Norma Schott, Kara Angelani, Roxanne Gallagher, Brian Lewis, John Applegate, Lori Town Culver, William Dudko, Barbara Johnson, and Michael Warden.
Mr. Supervisor, I think it's Joan
Joan, yeah,
Applegate.
Joan or John?
Where is that?
Applegate, middle one?
Joan
Middle column.
Applegate. What did I say?
John.
John, I apologize.
You're reading a lot of words.
Thank you for catching that. Joan Applegate. Applegate. All right, motion.
Motion.
Motion by Al, second. Krista, you
Sure,
second
yeah,
that?
yeah.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes.
Gaining,
I'm gaining on her. Motion to reappoint Veteran Board members. This is to reappoint the following individuals to the Veterans Board for 2024. Floyd Babcock, Tim Shear, Colin Tunney, Wilbur Weslius, Brandon Grant, Brian DeRose, who will also be the liaison to our board from the Veterans. Motion.
Motion.
Motion by Krista and Art. We'll go Krista first and
Okay.
then Art. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion passes 4-0. Motion to reappoint Association of Towns voting delegates, to name Gary Spears as the voting delegate and Alan Schock as an alternate to the Association of Towns for 2024.
Motion.
Motion by Art, second. Krista. We can vote on that, right, Glenn?
Yes, sir.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes 4-0. Motion to set official media. This is to set the official media for the town of Deerpark for 2024 as follows. Newspaper, as of now, we have none. Radio, Neversink Media Group. TV, Spectrum News and News 12 from Hudson Valley. And the internet, midhudsonnews.com. Motion.
Motion.
Motion by Al, second.
Second.
Second by Art.
Is there a small community papers, just as,
Well, we always had used the, Gazette, and they're down, and then we use the, Record, we do use them for ads at times, but nobody was in favor of using them last year,
right, I get that, okay.
so.
I just didn't know if the smaller local is there.
If there's smaller.
It's the same publisher for a number of papers across the county and into Pennsylvania.
That's something we could look into,
Yeah.
and we could add that at a later date.
Okay.
All right, the motion is again for 2024 for none for the newspaper, radio, Neversink Media Group, TV, Spectrum News, and News 12 of Hudson Valley, and the internet, midhudsonnews.com. All in favor?
Aye.
Yes.
Aye.
Mr. Supervisor?
Yes.
I think I took a little break. Who made the motion second for that one?
Al?
Al,
Al.
seconded by Art.
And may I just say something, because of our town clerks? I think there was legislation passed because with newspapers, we're rural, but you do have rural towns that maybe have a newspaper once a month. So they don't have, positions to do your public hearings and any of your public notices that have to go out. So they in fact go to the internet, which is all fine, because they can't publish, or they can't say, like, I might have a hard time getting something in the Times Herald Record that is time sensitive, so I have to go online, or I have to go to another, outlet to publish something that needs to be out there for a certain amount of time, or the days within and stuff. So I'll find the legislation, because they did make it where they changed the rule that it doesn't have to be a paper to be, I'll find that and I'll get it out to you,
Okay.
all right?
I mean, we haven't had any problem making proper notifications.
No, well, that's what I said, I tried to get you, if you have a certain date, I say, nah, that's not gonna work, cause I know sometimes it takes 5 or 6 days to get a date in the public notice for the hearing to go out, and sometimes it's not good enough,
Right.
But like I said, there are towns that don't even have papers anymore,
Right.
that they, or around them that could do this, so they just don't have a paper. It's all internet or whatever.
Yeah.
Penny socials, the penny savers that they have,
Yeah.
they allow them to put in their public notices.
Well,
Yeah, because there's nothing out there.
Okay.
Yeah, papers are going by wayside.
Sure.
All righty.
I'll get that for you.
All right, motion to set hours of operation for Deerpark Town Hall for 2024. To set the hours of operation for Deerpark Town Hall, 420 Route 209, Huguenot, New York, 12746, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. through 4 p.m., closed for lunch from 12 to 1. Motion.
Motion.
By Al, second.
Second.
Second by Art. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes 4-0. Set all regular town board meeting dates for 2024. This is a motion to set all the town board meetings to be conducted on dates set forth below. Special meetings will be scheduled with the public being notified of the dates and times. Regular meetings commence at the Deerpark Town Hall, 420 Route 209, Huguenot, New York, 12746 at 7:30. Meeting January 2nd for reorganization, 18th, 3 p.m. for internal financial audit and bills, February 5th, March 4th, April 1st, May 6th and 20th, June 3rd and 17th, July 1st, August 5th, September 16th, October 7th and 21st, November 7th would be a public hearing on the 2025 budget and regular meeting, and the 18th would be a regular meeting with opportunity to adopt the 2025 budget. December 2nd and the 30th would be, the 2nd would be a regular meeting, and the 30th at 3 p.m. would be the end of year closeout meeting. Motion.
Motion.
Motion by Al, second.
Second.
Second by Krista. All in favor?
Mr. Supervisor?
Yes,
I'm sorry. The November 7th public hearing on the budget,
yes,
that's a Thursday,
yes.
and what time would that be?
We do that at 7:30, great question, so we can make sure that the public has an opportunity to be here and respond. The only ones we do at 3 o'clock are mostly financial audits and closeouts. That way the employees can be here that we need. All right, motion and second, any other questions? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion passes 4-0. Motion to accept the 2024 holiday schedule. This is to accept the 2024 holiday schedule as indicated. Would be Monday, January 1st for New Year's Day observation, Monday, January 15th for Martin Luther King Jr. Day, Monday, February 12th for Lincoln's birthday, Monday, February 19th for President's Day, Friday, March 29th for Good Friday, Monday, May 27th for Memorial Day, Thursday, July 4th for Independence Day, Monday, September 2nd for Labor Day, Monday, October 14th for Columbus Day, Tuesday, November 5th for Election Day, Friday, November 11th for Veterans Day, Thursday, November 28th for Thanksgiving Day, and Wednesday, December 21st for Christmas Day. Do I have a motion?
So
Motion.
moved.
Motion by Krista, Artie,
I'll
second.
second, yeah.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes 4-0. Motion to set mileage reimbursement rate. This is the mileage reimbursement rate for 2024. Reimbursement rate for use of personal vehicles on town business at 45 cents per mile. Motion?
Motion.
Motion Art, second. Second Al, any discussion?
Is that what the federal rate is?
No, the federal rate is 65, but since we have 2 town cars, which we would prefer the employees to use, if they want to use their personal car, for example, if they're smokers, which we don't allow in the town cars, they can use their car at 45 cents per mile. All right, motion and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion passes 4-0. Motion to allow use of town vehicles by private contractors. This would be to allow designated representatives employed by Fusco Engineering and Land Surveying, PC, to use town vehicles for the purposes of building inspection, code enforcement, until rescinded by a majority vote of this or future town boards.
Motion.
Motion by Al, second.
Second.
Second by Krista. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes 4-0. Motion to authorize town depositories. This is to authorize officials who handle town funds to deposit funds in the bank of their choice, provided it is located within the county of Orange and meets the requirements as stipulated by the Office of the Comptroller, State of New York.
Motion.
Motion for Al,
Second.
second by Art. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Passes 4-0. Authorize supervisor to pay bills. This is to authorize a supervisor to pay utility, postage, contracts, and aging bill with late charges or any bill he may seem fit to pay before audit of the town board. All claims to be presented at the next regular meeting of the town board. Motion by Al, second.
Second.
Art, this doesn't happen very often. This would happen if we got a bill that was due with, say, a discount if we paid it at a certain time.
Right.
And the meeting doesn't come up before that set date. I would be authorized to make that to receive the discount, and then I would get it approved in the next regular meeting.
Okay.
Authorize supervisor to make investment
We
transaction.
have to go on
Yeah.
that first.
Oh,
Pay the bills.
thank you, good catch. This is a backup. Authorize supervisor to pay bills with a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion passes 4-0. Authorize supervisor to make investment transaction. This is to authorize a supervisor to make investment transactions for the town of Deerpark. Funds shall be deposited in the FDIC insured commercial banks as per requirements set forth by the Office of the State Comptroller, State of New York. Investments shall be collateralized as per the requirements of the Office of the State Comptroller. Motion.
Motion.
Motion by Art, second.
Second.
Al, any questions?
Do we have any investments that you've made?
What we're doing right now, and we may look this year, in the past, the interest rate has been so low that we have been using TD Bank, locally in town. We have a public officer, in charge, Ryan Foyle, that handles all the, townships. Last year, when we started, the rate was not good. We were using that to offset the costs of doing business with them. But as the interest rate rose, we actually made a large amount of money last year. So going forward in this year, I have a meeting, I'm trying to set up with him to see what the rate's gonna be, which if it's good, we would leave some there. If we had excess, we could actually go with, there's some other public funds where we could put the money in, maybe short term to belong or save it to the end of the year for more bills. So if I do make them, I would report them to you guys before I do them.
We're allowed to buy CDs as long as they're from a authorized?
Yeah, as long as it's authorized. There's actually, what's the name of the big one, Flo, that we get all the time, the state, it's like a state fund you can invest the money in. Anyway, I'll get that information for you guys, not right here on the top of my head.
Right.
But they all allow like 30, 60, 90 day, short-term investments for a little better rate. All right, so I don't mess this up. This motion and second is to authorize the supervisor to make investment transactions. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes 4-0. Motion to authorize the town of Deerpark polling places. This is for the election law. This is to authorize the senior center, 410 Route 209, Huguenot, New York, 12746, as a polling place for the election year of 2024.
Motion.
Motion by Art, second by Chrissy, your second, all
Sure,
right?
yes.
Thank you.
Mhm.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes 4-0. Coming down the home stretch.
There we go.
Woo-hoo.
Schedule an internal financial audit special meeting. This is a motion to schedule an internal financial audit special meeting to could be completed as per the Comptroller's Office regulations on the 18th of January 2024 at 3 p.m. to have the town clerk inform the necessary departments, including but not limited to the supervisor, the town clerk, the town justices, and the tax collector. And they are the only departments in town that handle money. Motion.
Motion.
Motion by Al, second.
Second.
Krista.
I'll be at newly elected school.
Ooh. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Let's vote on the motion. Well, maybe we shouldn't. You think Kenny's gonna be okay for that?
We only need 3 anyway.
We need 3. Al's gonna be away on vacation. Krista's going to the newly elected school. That would leave me, you and Kenny. You good?
I'm good, I just don't know if he will.
Okay.
We can't do that?
Okay, excuse me, it has to be by the 20th of, it has to be done by the 20th. That's why it's the 18th. And when is done?
Well, let's take a minute and see. I have it down in my book for the 18th. It has to be done by the 20th, but that's a Saturday.
Saturday's the 20th, so that's why we picked the 18th.
If he can't, can he Zoom vote?
Yeah.
Or phone vote?
No,
No?
gotta be in person.
It's gotta be in person.
All right.
Yeah, 15th, 16th,
When do
17th.
you leave?
15th
for
is
newly elected?
legal.
17th,
We want
18th, and
16th,
19th is newly
17th.
elected?
Okay. Art, would you be available on Tuesday the 16th? You leave on the 15th, Al? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm available on the 16th.
Yeah, it's during the day, I just have to be out of here by no more than 5 o'clock.
Oh, yeah. It takes about an hour and a half.
I mean, we could even go earlier. I mean, it's, you
Yeah,
know,
well, that's the.
we always put it at 3 o'clock, but we've done
2:30.
it earlier.
So I made sure of that.
2:30 work for you, Krista, on the 16th?
3 o'clock's easier just because I've got work too, so
Three?
I'll get off.
All right, I'll get you out of here by 4:30.
All right, that's good. We're
Alright.
good.
All right,
So,
all right, so I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna start this over.
okay.
We're going to schedule an internal financial audit special meeting. And this is the financial audit special meeting to be completed as per the comptroller's office regulations on the 16th of January 2024 at 3 p.m. and have the town clerk inform the necessary departments, but not limited to the supervisor, town clerk, town justice, and tax collector. Al, would you second that, or change your first motion to the motion here?
Yes.
Let me say that right.
Yeah, right.
Second by Krista?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Do we need to go back and fix the meeting dates?
Yeah, let's do this before I mess
That's why I
this
don't
up.
put them out until tonight,
Yeah.
or to tomorrow.
All right, let's vote on this now.
Yeah.
This is the financial audit special meeting, January 16th, which is a Tuesday at 3 p.m. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes 4-0.
Okay.
Now, I'm gonna back up a hair.
And then regular town board meeting dates?
Yep, regular town board meetings was back 2 pages. The top one, January 2nd, we're here now. We're gonna amend our motions by Al and Krista to make the second meeting on the 16th at 3 p.m. So Al, would you amend your motion?
Yes.
And Krista, would you amend your second?
Yes, sir.
All right, for the 16th at 3 o'clock. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion passes 4-0. Good catch, folks. All right. This is a motion to authorize Parkland Payment System to provide payroll services, and they are to provide services for 2024.
Motion.
Motion.
First, yep.
Second? Al. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes 4-0. Continue to maintain petty cash fund. This is to maintain petty cash fund in the offices of the town clerk and the supervisor's office in the amount of $100 per office for 2024.
Motion.
Motion by Krista, second Al. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes 4-0. Authorized vehicles used by town official. This is to authorize vehicles presently under the jurisdiction of the supervisor's office, which may be used by town officials on town business remain as such. Motion?
Motion.
Motion by Krista, second Al. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes
That's one of them lame ones right there.
4. What's that?
That's a lame one.
Lane one?
You would just think that would be pretty much
Automatic?
automatic, yeah.
Welcome to government.
Yeah, I guess.
Pay New York State Association of Towns dues for 2024. This is to pay $1,200 dues to the New York State Association of Towns for 2024. Motion by Al, second, Krista. All in favor?
Aye.
Passes 4-0. Pay Orange County Association of Towns, Villages, and Cities dues for 2024. That is to pay the $100 dues to the Orange County Association of Towns, Villages, and Cities for 2024. Motion?
Motion.
Krista, second.
Yes.
Al? All in favor?
Aye.
Comments. I'm going to start tonight. Again, I want to welcome Krista Hubler to the board for the next 4 years. We're excited to have her and some new fresh ideas, so welcome.
Thank you.
And I'd like to thank you gentlemen for 2023, and especially Mr. Dean, who's leaving us for 27 years of service to the town.
Thanks, Dave.
Greatly appreciated.
Thank you.
And that's about all I got. Looking forward to a great 2024.
Yeah.
Good improvements to Space Park. quite a bit of money in the highway fund to pave some roads. Things are looking up. Gonna apply for grants under Bridge New York for the bridge over the little brook going up on Shin Hollow Road, and we're gonna apply for a grant from Bridge New York for the culvert at the top of the S-turns on Peapack. So we're looking forward to getting both of them. We're in the final stages of the CDBG grant, which would give us a new water system in the senior center, so we could bring in the Orange County food to serve some food when we get the water chlorinated. Also, we'll do double handicap doors with a vestibule in the front and a generator for the senior center highway garage, which could create that building for a warming center. So things are looking up. Tax increase was 0, and things are flowing. So, who wants to go next? Krista?
Glad to be here. Thank you, gentlemen, for welcoming me, and I look forward to working with all of you.
Great. Al? Quiet?
Everything, welcome, Krista.
Thank you.
Dave, thanks again.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Art?
I think they welcome Krista. Hope you enjoy and work hard with us to keep the taxes down and keep the services up.
Of course, absolutely.
Dave, the best. It's been
Appreciate it.
wonderful working with you. The people of the town will never know how much money you've saved them and earned for them and different things that you've done over the years. And I've seen much of it, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
I appreciate
Thank you for sharing your husband with us all this time. It's very good. And thank you to all the town employees and workers. It's very impressive that we go through the whole year and not have one claim for compensation. And that's just not a matter of working safely, but that's making moral decisions. Because there's a lot of comp claims today that are not moral. And I'm very proud of all those people that have worked here and got us through the year with no claims. So thank you so much for that.
All right, Flo and
One more.
Yeah, go ahead.
And Gary, and Tom Fagione, and John Fuller, and Orange County, what a wonderful achievement to get us $1 million to start building this park down there. And it does my heart good to go down there on weekends and see so many kids and families down there. And this is gonna bring more. This is gonna be a major plus for the whole area. So I'm very excited. Thank you for all. I know there was a lot of work behind the scenes, a lot of meetings you go to behind the scenes to get to the right people and to make sure we get what we gotta get. This is gonna be really exciting.
Yep. Want to thank Flo and Glenn down there for
Yeah.
your work.
Yeah.
Glenn, I don't think we have anything for executive session tonight.
Not this evening, sir.
Okay, very good. Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion for adjournment.
Motion.
Motion by Krista, seconded by Al, all in favor?
Aye.
Meeting is adjourned at 11:52.
Okay.
8:52. Give me another glass of water. Get me out of here. I didn't even have one drink on New Year's Eve. Not even
Wow.
Are you up?
No, you don't, you only have
Grace,
to
happy
appoint
New
people
Year
to
to you.
sponsor.
Happy New Year to you.
Thank you.
Do you have an update on what's going on at the Superfund next door?
Yeah, I don't know how far along they are, but New York State DEC is coordinating the whole effort. It could go all the way
Yes,
until
yes.
October of
We
this year.
had a
before
problem
it's
with,
totally
what's her
done.
name?
This is the cleaning of the dirt.
Yeah, they're working on the lagoon and some of the runoff that has gone down into
Ginny,
the flat.
remember she had to go with them, so that's
Should
where
be
that,
done by
that came in,
October, but
because
they
she
couldn't
finished
promise
the
me,
term,
but then we're
and
gonna
then got
have a
appointed for a
clean
new
site
term.
for
But
the
that was all
land.
done.
There's still some
Yeah.
problems with the
That was all
building,
done.
but that
I
is
went
not.
a year or so.
DEC, I know.
All of us
Yeah.
are good.
And is the same
September,
owner,
you'll get an
the
office
fellow
in
who was
September.
here?
Same owner. Yeah.
Okay.
And he'd be looking, I'm sure, to do something there.
And you're well, I think we talked about this a couple of years ago, the big the funding for brownfields cleanup.
Right.
Within 900 feet, the State Department of, New York State Department of State has a lot of funds.
I've told him that, and that would have to start with him, you know, depending on what he wants to do, but that's good information.
I think you will.
I do still have that information.
There's millions in that. They're begging people to, because it's
Take it?
from the Superfund.
Great. All right, thank you much. You want me to sign on it?
Let's sneak, unless you can just wave them.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye, guys. Good night. Good night.
Good night.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Yes.
Grace, don't forget to come.
Yes, I almost did the last time. And